Well, let's go over the news and then you're gonna understand why everyone panicked. So the stocks erased earlier gains to trade sharply lower after Bloomberg reported Thursday afternoon that President Joe Biden would propose increasing the corporate tax rate on wealthy individuals. We have a little crash. Market all of a sudden went down, um, which is nuts. I was looking the stocks started to receive notifications, and everything was supposed it was going well. Look at this. Look at this candle. Look at this beautiful candle. So this is how the day started, having this, and then all of a sudden, whoop, look at this. It then went down, and was actually looking wasn't looking Tesla. I was looking to Hyliion, and looking Hyliion, and all of a sudden I see that. First, I thought, well, it's part of the, we had this sell-off from for weeks, and now we're recovering. I see the RSI, I see the MACD, also, okay, so we're recovering. So this is how we started the day. See this beautiful candle here, this big candle, and then all of a sudden I see that the stock goes down, but I thought, well, the stock is going down because we touched the 50-day CMA line. So obviously, we just passed the 21-day EMA. Now we're gonna touch the 51 days, and the process typically, it got rejected. Probably it's just because it touched this, but I never imagined there was because of news. And when I get a notification from Tesla. I was like, what? What's going on here? Tesla. So the stock went 22. So Tesla was moving around 30, 730, 740. It was it was like, um, it was the range of the day. And then all of a sudden, I see this goes down, and then I figure out, okay, something's wrong. Uh, how is that every stock all of a sudden is getting this red candle? Every stock that I have is getting this red candle. What is going on? So I decided to look at the news. But first, when I went to the news, first I thought helium was a just because it touched the 50-day EMA. Then when I went to Tesla, I thought, okay, so we have bad news from Tesla. That must be it. And I started to look for Tesla news, and I saw nothing. But the crash was all news. So what is going on? Then I check all other my other stocks, and I see that every stock has the same red candle. Like, what's going on? And that's when I find this. So stock market news live update. Stock saying after report says Biden will propose higher capital gains tax on the wealthy. So I say this, and okay, we have a new president, a lefty president, so we know that they like to increase taxes, regulations, kill the market, and I see this, and okay, that makes sense. So everyone panic. Can you imagine? Well, let's go over the news, and then you're gonna understand why everyone panicked. So the stocks erased earlier gains to trade sharply lower after Bloomberg reported Thursday afternoon that President Joe Biden would propose increasing the corporate tax rate on wealthy individuals. So we know that Bloomberg is a lefty media, and we know that Bloomberg was a presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. He's part of that party, so I guess they have the scoop, they have the connection to know what they want to do, and it's no secret that the left likes to raise taxes. So the Dow dropped the Dow dropped more than 250 points or 0.07% immediately following the report after trading just slightly lower earlier. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq raised gains to trade at session lows. Biden's plan would involve increasing the capital gain tax rate on the wealthy to almost 40%, according to the report from Bloomberg, citing people familiar with the matter. So this is the worrying part. As you can see, they want to increase the capital gain tax to almost 40%. That's doubling the existing rate. This will apply to those earning at least $1 million. The current base capital gain tax rate is 20%. You probably think that this is not going to affect you because you say, I don't make $1 million, that's not going to affect me. What you need to understand is that this is going to affect you because this is going to go after your employer. So the wealthy people is the one who invests in businesses, new businesses, is the one that lend money to invest in new businesses, is the one who create jobs, products, and services. So if you start attacking those people, you're going to attack the market, the labor market, the economy. So what are things that's going to happen? Okay, so people are going to leave. Like a lot of wealthy people are moving to Puerto Rico because the tax there is like 4-5%. People is not going to be willing to lose money. Even those millionaires or billionaires that they say they are lefty, socialists, and Democrats and all that, those are the first ones they're going to move. Those are the first ones they're going to hide their money. Those are the first ones they're going to move their companies. So nobody likes to lose money. If they like to lose money, you didn't need the government trying to take their money. They will all give their money voluntarily. Nobody does that. So that's a problem. Then you add the blue states that they have higher taxes and more regulations, and you're gonna have more problems in those states, obviously. And that's what you see in California or New York. You see the Californians are moving to Texas, New Yorkers are moving to Florida because of that, because uh, Texas being a red state and Florida being a red state also, we have low taxes, small governments, less regulation, and that helps people or companies to move forward, to grow. What doesn't have to grow or move forward and have more money is taxes and regulations, and never will. And that's why you have people emigrating for all over the place or all over the world to the United States looking for that opportunity, and that's why you have people from the blue states immigrating to the red states because of that. And so what how is this is going to affect you directly? Well, if these wealthy people doesn't have more money to invest in the business, to employ more people, so you're gonna get more unemployment. they're not going to be able to increase your salary to give you bonuses. Um, so you're going to have less money. And typically, these policies of big taxes come with the same policies of printing money, which creates inflation, which if you make less money and everything goes up, everything inflates, you're gonna have less purchasing power. So these are the real consequences of the bad policies that some people like. The people typically don't see the consequence of the policy. They just see the supposedly intent of the policy. The policy is intending to give you more money or that you have more things. Well, the real result is that you're gonna have less. You're gonna have less opportunity, and you're gonna lose freedom that way. So you should be worried about this because one of the things that's going to happen is people are the rate of people moving from these blue states are going to increase. So you're going to have less opportunity for jobs. You're going to have less increases of salary, and you're going to have more problems. So you should be worried. And people doesn't like to lose money. So people will take their money away. And let's go over. This will apply to those earning at least 1 million. The current base capital gains tax rate is 20%. Earlier in the session, stock were little change and struggle for direction. Stock have churned in recent sessions as investors digest a bevy of corporate earnings results and awaited additional reports, more economic data, and more commentary from the Federal Reserve officials in the coming weeks. Um, so it's much of the same. Even though you have here, look, this is gonna sound like a good news. Corporate rate earnings have so far exceeded Wall Street even lofty expectations, as companies benefited from both a pickup in revenue and as demand recover, and as cost-cutting measures implemented during the pandemic boosted their bottom lines. Chipotle CMG shares edged higher in early trading after the restaurant company posted first quarter earnings that blew away expectations late Wednesday, with digital sales more than doubling. Yes, everything sounds great now, but when you start increasing taxes and regulations, this magnificent recovery, the historic recovery that we had last year, is not going to last because you have to understand the reason that Obama's recovery was so painful and slow and bad was because a mix of things like high regulation, high taxes, and then the growth that you have was by printing money, like uh, throwing artificial money to the economy, uh, and that doesn't help. The reason that we were able to recover as fast as we recovered last year is because since 2007, when Trump reduced taxes and regulation, the economy flourished. Because when you leave the free market alone, the economy flourished. So that's why we have all those economic record numbers, that record unemployment, record high stocks, record earnings for salary. Um, all that came because the free market was able to do what they do best. You have to understand, free market knows how to allocate capital in the most efficient way. People, wealthy people, like to make more money, so they keep investing, they keep growing, they keep throwing money to the economy, and people have the opportunity to either get better salaries, or have the opportunity to raise money for the companies to create new products and services. All that helps. So the reason that we have a recoveries that was so so fast was because the economy was doing great, but not in an artificial way, not because the government was pumping money to the economy, because of the free market was working. So when the pandemic hit us, we had that problem during the pandemic, but then the economy was strong enough. There was a lot of money on the street, so that could we could recover really fast, in record time. So now we're still living that recovery. We are still having, we're taking advantage of that recovery. But if we start doing these stupid policies, which are going to decrease the, the rate of growth, they're going to decrease the rate of investment, it's going to decrease opportunity. So we're going to keep having this negative, uh, let's say, stimulus. Uh, we're going to add this all this negative stuff to the economy, and eventually the economy is going to go south. So maybe we have one more year, maybe we have 1 year and a half, but we don't know because the economy is still living of the success of the last year. But if we start increasing taxes and regulations and printing money, this is not going to last. And be careful because this already is now in like a bubble levels because the government is printing too much money, and we have to be careful with that. So this is the reason that the market went down, and it's terrible that these things are happening. Let's hope this doesn't go through. But yeah, can you imagine that you're gonna raise people taxes from 20% to 40? You're gonna double it. So if you make $100,000, or let's say you made $1 million, right? You have the right to make $1 million. You have the right to be successful. Nobody should be punished because it's successful. Um, you made $1 million, and the government wants to take you $400,000. You understand that? How hard it is to make $1 million, and then to have the government just to take you that because they want? That's terrible. So thank you for watching. Until the next one.